To make a miniature pom-pom, you need first to make a miniature pom-pom maker. You're going to need a marker, a pair of heavy-duty scissors, and a plastic lid from a food container that you no longer need. And that's what we're going to make our pom-pom maker out of. For the pom-pom, you need a small amount of very thin yarn, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors with a pointy nose. First, we want to cut the brim off of our plastic container so that we have a nice flat piece of plastic to work with. So be careful because this can be a bit sharp and a bit difficult. You don't need very much. Just cut yourself a nice workable square. Once you have a workable flat piece of plastic, you want to take your marker, lay your finger in one corner, and about as wide as your finger, you want to trace a mostly straight line about half of the way past your finger, and then take that line and draw a straight line from the end of it all the way up to the top. So you're basically making a rectangle that's about a piece of the width of your finger and about half as long back to your first knuckle. Now we're going to cut out our rectangle. Your rectangles should be about the width and length of the first part of your finger. Next, we're going to make two narrow slits inside the rectangle, almost half or just a little bit past the midway point of the length of your rectangle. Bend back the middle piece and snip it off. Next, we're going to take a little bit of our yarn, about 3 inches worth, and snip it off. This is going to be the tie for our pom-pom maker. Place it around the inside of your pom-pom maker so that both edges equally come out the other side, like this. Next, grab your yarn. You can secure the end of your yarn with your thumb up against your pom-pom maker, and then start wrapping your yarn around it. Once you've finished wrapping all your yarn around your pom-pom maker, grab the ends of your ties and wrap it around your pom-pom. Try to make sure both ends are even. Then you want to tie a knot. Try to tie it as tightly as you can without snapping your yarn. Your knot may have shifted a little bit, so grab the two ties and pull it back towards the middle because you want an even shaped pom-pom. Then hold on to those two long ties because you don't want to accidentally snip them. Grab your sharp-nosed scissors, slide them up one edge of your pom-pom maker and start snipping away at your yarn. Be sure you get all the fibers. Then flip it over, keep those ties out of the way, grab your scissors and do the other side. Now you can remove your pom-pom maker, keep hold of those ties and fluff up your pom-pom. We're not quite finished. Now we want to trim our pom-pom into a nice round ball. So grab your scissors and trim. Be careful not to cut those ties. You want them for later. Once you've finished trimming your pom-pom, fluff it up a little bit, and if you're happy with the shape, you're done. Now you can tie your miniature pom-pom onto something like a miniature hat using the 2 ties you left behind. And you're done!